Thou, we're playing Dark Souls.
So we've had a habit when we play Dark Souls, and it's persisted even now, of only talking about Dark Souls and Dark Souls related things.
Yes.
But Zelda's over now. We've
Zelda's
recorded all
over.
the videos, so there's no other video series for us to talk about our lives. So Victor, what have you been up to?
Man, you're gonna spring this on a guy.
We were just
Wait,
talking
did she
about
do it?
stuff you
Yeah,
were up
she enforced
to.
it. Okay, I'm gonna let myself die.
Why? Oh, so you can go back to that other...
Yes. This is how you play Dark Souls. It's full of killing yourself. Wait, hold on. I want to go upgrade my weapon. Never mind.
See, if you did that in Bloodborne, you would be out of blood vials and have to go farm them.
Nah, because I'd have 20 blood vials.
You already used all your Estus flasks just in the process of getting here.
Yeah, but dude, I already really miss, for one, blood vials. Second, being able to heal yourself after you get hit by smacking the enemy a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty great.
I have not really been able to capitalize on it personally because
I couldn't
suck ass.
do it very well until later in the game, where I was able to just overpower enemies because I had a big sword.
Anyways, Victor,
Okay.
tell us what you were telling me about your work you were doing that I don't. You've never told me about at all.
I've been doing work for this travel company called Yoloha.com. It's a little
what?
thing.
Yoloha?
It's
Yoloha.
like Aloha, but with a Y.
Aloha.
Yeah, like yeah,
Yoloha.
it's Yoloha.
I heard Yoloha.
Yoloha.
What are they doing? What are you doing?
Basically, I just like events are going on, and I guess they're open to the public and shit. So I just run out and shoot them, and then edit them, and it's a video.
So you're basically making
It's freelance videography. Not, I guess it's
not
like
really commercial,
yeah,
but more like
they're kind of
here's what it is.
Kind of like highlights or something.
Promotional videos.
Yeah,
For
promos.
various events in Virginia Beach.
Yes.
You just drive out, you film a bunch of shit, you edit it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take very long.
It's very like feels just like I'm doing this as a hobby and getting paid barely anything for it, but it's fun. I like to go out and shoot things, and I'm doing pretty good. It's like, you know, I could complain that I'm not getting paid enough, but I also have 5 new videos that only took me a month to get.
Right.
And that's 5 new amazing looking videos that are on my reel, so it's really helpful that way.
And you were talking about how through this you've realized that we live in Virginia Beach wrong.
Oh yeah, because there's just all kinds of things going on constantly, and like
That we
being
never
caught
hear
under
about.
doing nothing.
Where the fuck do people find out about all this shit?
I mean, it's word of mouth and through
Internet?
Facebook events, you
Yeah.
know, if you were following like social
Following local
things,
places.
you know.
Like, cause like lots of places have their own.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, one of the things I did just the other day was a fashion show in the center of in town center. There's like a plaza in the center of the Virginia Beach town center. And at that plaza, they were just having this random impromptu fashion show that was free, and they were just showing off like stuff by all the local businesses and things. And it was just going on, and it was
Right.
like the most random thing. I'm like, who even knows this existed? It was mostly just people like stopping and watching.
I mean, 2 days from now is a record store day. That's gonna be going on at the record store near our house, AFK Books. Which
I forgot all about Record Store Day. That sounds fun.
yeah, I might get. They're gonna be selling Guar's "America Must Be Destroyed." That was like the coolest looking thing that they were selling. There's also a Mastodon song called.
Oh, the Game of Thrones one?
No, it's the one from Adult Swim Singles Project last year.
see.
It's called Atlanta, and they're just selling an LP of just that song, and then like the reverse side is the instrumental. But it's like a special LP. So yeah, there's some cool records going on sale for Record Store Day, so I'm gonna check that out. I know that in our town they do those auto shows like every weekend.
Yeah.
There's always like
Those
right
are just
out,
old car losers.
just this random fucking like this one parking lot in the middle of town.
It's kind of just like a club. Like, you just go and hang out and talk about
yeah, a
cars.
bunch of people just
like,
show up in like old school cars.
I don't
and
think
shit.
anyone goes to see those who isn't just like
A part of it, right.
or just happen to be walking by.
Well, because they do them like constantly.
Yeah.
It's just people going there and showing off all their cool cars and shit. Like it's the same cars. I don't know why do they keep doing it?
But it's like, yeah, we actually do live in a busy, you know, eventful city. We just don't know about anything that's going on.
It's a fucking... It's called the Resort City.
Yes.
Like, every time someone... Like, every time I read something that describes Virginia Beach from an outside perspective...
the outside perspective.
Not the outside the city perspective, but the outside me perspective.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, that's what this place is. Like, Virginia Beach has the longest pleasure beach in the world. Oh. we have the beach, the biggest beach. Oh, Virginia Beach, the resort city, the nicest place in the United States to live, to raise a family. Dude, do you know how many
fucking golf courses we have? They're just hidden around. I don't know how they fit golf courses.
We lived right next to one, didn't we?
Yeah, but I mean, there's nicer ones. There's just so many mansions. If you drive in through some of these neighborhoods, you're like,
Pharrell lives here. Missy Elliott lives here.
Yes.
And Pharrell lives right up the road. He's on Shore Drive, like right off Shore Drive, which we live on. We are within biking distance of Pharrell Williams' house. Not that he's probably ever there.
Check this out.
I'm sure he's in LA.
Wazow! Oh, there's a bonfire here.
So what inspired you to go out here?
I wanted to get a couple souls so I could upgrade my weapon again, and then I figured I might as well light that bonfire so I could teleport back here later.
Oh yeah, you eventually get the ability to teleport between bonfires. Oh yeah.
Which is nice.
Do you get that before you have to fight Sif?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can teleport there to fight Sif.
Yes.
And the Moonlight Butterfly.
Yeah, even though I could really fight that now, because this would be the appropriate level to fight that at.
Right.
But then it's like, I don't want to sacrifice my bonfire at that other place to get back too easy. I just wanted to upgrade my weapon so I could fight this bitch easier. Because Kellogg's is a little difficult.
Right. And you've been playing a very Spartan run so far, where you have not really got much, gotten much upgrades or done much shit. Victor's only sort of after Zelda did he come to realize that you don't have to charge through these games.
Yeah.
And also that charging through them is not a good idea.
Yeah.
The process of Ocarina of Time, as it went on, it was like the game was way harder than it needed to be because Victor didn't have any bottles, didn't have any heart pieces, didn't have any of that shit, you know. Got pretty frustrating towards the end. That was a little
frustrating.
It was like the most bare bones, like, noob run possible of Ocarina of Time. So with Dark Souls, he's been kind of doing the same, just sort of rushing through. But it's getting to that point where it's like, hey, I forgot that the reason people do other shit in Dark Souls is because it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Sequence breaking is a very integral part of this game. Oh, why did you just run right into that? What?
I want to die.
You're trying to die.
Kill me.
Night Demon. Oh, damn. Sick, son.
Dying is sometimes a helpful mechanic.
I'm surprised you didn't just kill him for Titanite shards yet.
He's not super easy.
He is super easy. I usually kill him right when I get to him. His attacks are so fucking slow.
Yeah.
Even I can perceive his attacks with my broken ass eyes. I honestly...
I usually just get so impatient while hitting him because he's got a lot of life that I fuck around a lot.
As much shit as I've been talking both about the Souls games and myself as a player, I honestly think I just need to see an optometrist because my eyes have been bleeding every time I watch someone.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, even right now, my eyes hurt just watching you play this.
You should probably get glasses, and then you'd be better at Bloodborne.
Right.
Oh my fucking god,
it's very
this
possible.
asshole just rocked.
Though you were agreeing with me that you also have trouble perceiving the length of your weapons and the length of enemies' attacks in that game.
Well, I think it's just really different from Dark Souls.
Well, you know what? I figured out what it is just now. Look at how much of the screen you're taking up right now. And think about how much of the screen you take up in Bloodborne. The camera's like way closer to you in that game.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Like it's kind of like you take up more of the screen and the camera's more directly like on your movement. So I think that's why it's harder to see the distance that your weapon goes and shit like that.
And generally, the reach of things in that game is a lot longer than it was in Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's Bloodborne is sort of built...
But once I got used to the dodging, it's so much easier to dodge shit in that game.
Ever since the first time I saw any like gameplay previews of Bloodborne, I immediately thought it looked like Devil May Cry more than Dark Souls. Like, and people always say it's like, oh, it's more of an action game, and I'm like, yeah, it's Devil May Cry Souls. Like,
oh my god.
No one ever seems to agree with me when I say that because Devil May Cry is
nothing
known for...
like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, but It is though.
Just the fact that you're faster makes it similar. It's not. It doesn't play anything the same.
But it's it's the principle of like the way the camera is and the focus of the game being on combat.
Devil May Cry has fixed camera angles.
In the first one, no one thinks about the first Devil May Cry. You think of 3 and 4.
I thought I had a fixed camera angle in 3 as well.
No. Wait. Actually.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
4 doesn't,
it's kind
though,
of
right?
looser. I don't think 4 does.
No, I think 3 only has it in certain areas.
I see.
Like it mostly follows you when you're in like combat zones. Yeah, I believe that's the case. Like when you're in the castle, the camera follows you around. It's not like Devil May Cry 1, that's for sure. I think that camera scheme was sort of became outdated immediately after that game.
So, for anyone who's new to these games, the best place you can be in most bosses is really right fucking on them. Right. Like, you're very tempted to run.
Also true of Bloodborne.
That's usually, yeah, definitely true of Bloodborne. Especially because your dodge can't, like, get you very far. Right. So you really need to be, like, on their attacks and do frame-perfect dodges and shit. Sometimes. Sometimes you see it a mile away and you're just like, okay. This is a decent boss fight. It's cool.
Very large arena.
Yeah. She has this fucking lava spitting bullshit.
Okay. Shit. Her nickname is Chaos Bitch Kellogg's.
These attacks are the fucking thing that always gets me in these games. The fucking AoE attacks where it's like you're safe, you're up close, you know, you're fucking getting it in. And then all of a sudden, there's this fucking attack that makes you have to run away.
Right, that's what gets me a lot, too.
Yeah.
Because I get so focused on the fact that I'm doing, like, you know, trying to hit him as many times that I don't think about what's going on.
You don't look for that
Especially
attack. Or
if the boss
it's because they always
grabs.
have, like, they have a weird startup on those attacks where you can't tell if you, like, stumbled them or if they're doing something else.
Don-san gets so mad at me when it comes to telegraphs and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, they telegraphed that a mile away. And I'm like, I didn't know what that telegraph meant. Like,
yeah, I mean,
just because the boss is moving doesn't mean I think that it's gonna
exactly. It's like there's so many different variety of attacks that unless you've fought the boss a couple times, you really can't know what it's gonna do. Right. Unless you're Danson and you have fucking magic perception, where he just anticipates everything.
That dude's been amazing at action games since before I was fucking born. You know, the dude grew up on Mega Man. He's a hardcore Mega Man X player. He knows his fucking action games. And Devil May Cry and all that bullshit.
We ended up just talking about Dark Souls again.
Well, you talked about your thing for a little while.
Yeah.
That was good.
There's just not a whole lot going on, I guess. I'm really in the waiting phase and waiting to shoot my short film on the 25th.
Oh my god, you have the actors all sorted out and everything?
Yeah, everything's sorted out, I'm just waiting.
Whoa. Whoa, you're actually gonna make that thing.
Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but...
That's amazing.
Yes.
When I read that script, I was just like, how can you possibly organize this yourself?
Yeah, right. I mean, that was simple as hell. If I can't organize that, I can't organize anything.
Right, but like you're doing it by your, like it'd be one thing.
The fact that I'm doing it alone is definitely. I mean, I have one guy who's kind of helping me, but it's mostly me figuring things out.
Oh shit! Opening up fucking Sen's Fortress over there.
Oh god. Oh, Sen's Fortress, the crucible of this game. This is still the only place where I really just find it a fucking bitch to get through.
The funny thing is, it was kind of playing through Sen's Fortress when I first realized like how much I'd fucked myself by watching everyone play. Because I thought I had not really seen Sen's Fortress. Like
no, there's just not a whole lot to it.
Right, it's just really short. Because like that's the funny thing about Dark Souls. Like whenever I would watch people play it, I'd be like, oh man, well I never really saw that much of that place or that much of that place. So there's still stuff for me to discover. And then like I realized that actually most of the areas are just really short. You know.
One of the most amazing things about this game to me is how they take a short level and they take like a small amount of stuff and make it feel like it's part of like this much greater whole.
Right.
You feel like you're exploring something that's much more expansive than what it really is.
Partly because it's fucking hard. So you spend a lot more time in each area.
Yeah. You spend a lot of time, and it's just the fact that you go through one tunnel of this city, and you can see the city in the distance, and you still feel like you're exploring this place without having to like go through every alleyway.
But yeah, like it feels a lot longer the first time you go through it, and then when you just run through without fighting anything, you realize that it's all really short and densely packed.
Yeah.
Don't remember what else I was gonna say, but that's okay, because we're about to end this episode as soon as you finish leveling.
I don't know. They'll put my level then. This is Dark Souls. I don't have to level up anything but fucking vitality and endurance.
All right. Yeah. Wait. Talk to the hot sister first. Isn't she a cutie pie? She don't want to talk to you.
She can reinforce my flask. Let's enter her covenant.
I did.
Cool. I should just kill her and take her fucking upgrades.
Oh man. Well, we'll talk about what's special about her covenant is that if you feed her 30 humanities, she will open up a path that will let you go past most of Lost Izalith.
Yeah. Which they nerfed anyway, so it's not really a big deal.
But if you do that, that's the only way you can save Sunbro.
Yeah.
Sunbro, who we introduced you to earlier, he will eventually go insane and die. No. Unless you save him by feeding that bitch 30 humanities. Don't ask me how you're supposed to figure this out, and B, how anyone did figure this out.
Yeah.
But if you had fed her 30 humanities, she would open the path. And
shit.
You save Sunbro, and then he'll fight with you in the final boss.
Let's end it on this foreboding look at the obstacle to come.
Oh yes. Yes. Alright, that's it. Next time on Digi Bros.